Welcome back. Up next, as promised, not just my mug, but you're going to get to hear some great music. I've got an incredible band in the house. They're called the John Wayne Swingtet. They're going to be playing some great stuff for us. It's very unique sounding, so please, let's take a listen.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi, Melissa.
Woo! Geez, sorry. You got me going there.
Yeah, we got it happening.
Wow, guys, that was amazing. I love the sound.
Thank you so much.
I think it's so. I should introduce very quickly David Molnar, John Farrell, and Abby Scholzberg.
That's correct.
Thank you so much for being here today, guys. This is the John Wayne Swingtet. Sorry. I want to talk first off. Your instruments are so neat.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
Well,
you know,
we play the music of Django Reinhardt. He formed the band in 1935, and the guitar he used was manufactured by Selmer. They used to make guitars, and the lucher's name was Macaferi.
Okay.
And he designed these guitars based on classical guitars that had to be steel strings put on them, so they've been extra reinforced. They're unique guitars. They stopped making them
right
for
away.
many years.
Right away, I noticed the circle in the middle. It's much smaller.
They have to be custom made now, and they are. There's some luchers that make them.
Okay.
In fact, David's father is a fantastic lucher, and he actually redid my bass and made it look the beautiful bass that it is today.
It is very nice.
It's 160 years old.
And it sure is big.
What's unique is this is acoustic music.
Okay.
Right? And so it's very organic, it's very direct, And these are the replica guitars that Django Reinhardt used back in 1935.
Wow, guys, very impressive.
The idea was to make a guitar that could cut through the rest of the band because they hadn't invented amps yet or anything
Right.
like that.
So you want to hear it.
And so they tend to cut through a lot better than your standard flat top acoustic.
Yeah, I love the sound.
In the higher ranges.
It's incredible.
And stuff. Yeah.
Guys, you know, there's no singing. Is there a reason for that? Is it supposed to be that
There
way?
is some singing.
There is? Oh, okay, so just not today.
Yeah.
We do. It's a surprise element. We don't do a lot of singing.
Right.
But John's a terrific vocalist, and he sometimes takes the song.
The original style was more instrumental, and that way, I don't know. It just at that time, you know, and through the years, it just seems to be easier to because singers generally need a specific key that works with their voice. And a lot of these songs have, work best in guitar keys, and they have keys that are traditional and stuff like that. And so it just, it just works better. It's easier.
You know, and it certainly isn't a bad thing. We've got so much music out there with singing in it as it is, and I don't mind it. I love music, but it's so nice. I would have this playing all through the house all day long. I love it. Having just music, you know, it's just nice to just hear music. In fact, I was thinking when I was listening the first time, I was like, geez, we should change our daytime music to doot doot doot. It's fun. I love it. Do you guys do bookings? Is that something that's possible?
Well, in fact, we have one coming up, March the 12th.
Very nice.
At Saturday night, Utopia Hall. Doors open at 6, and we start playing at 7 o'clock. Now, to be fair, this is the John Wayne Swingtet. This gentleman is John Farrell. There is a Wayne Nakamura, and David has graciously taken Wayne's place for us today. He's a brilliant young man, a brilliant guitar player, and we're very grateful for
Well, I'm so glad you mentioned that,
place.
Abby, because David, I did want to ask you a little bit about how long you've been playing, because there's a small age gap here. Not a lot, but I noticed that David is younger, and I was curious, how long have you been playing?
Oh, I've been playing for like good 4 years, good 3-4 years.
So that's a long time, really, if you think about it. Because you're it's not a long time in music because you're so darn good. But gosh, 4 years already. You seem too young to be knowing how to play for 4 years.
He started playing when he was 13 years old.
Wow.
So he came out to jam sessions that we had been holding, and it's just terrific what he's become now.
It's incredible to listen to you guys and watch you all go together. It just works so well. Do you guys write your own stuff?
No.
No, okay. So this is stuff that's I didn't know. I wasn't sure, to be honest.
We're pretty much playing the music of Django Reinhardt.
Yes.
That was called Django's Tiger. The piece that we did which was written by Django Reinhardt. Probably at least 60% of what we play was either written by Django Reinhardt or people close around him. Some of it are just the traditional jazz tunes of the era. Honeysuckle Rose or...
Okay. And Abby, you're probably going to come over here and knock me off my heels in a minute, but who is Django Reinhardt?
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad you asked because that's an important question. He was born in 1910 in Belgium, and when he was 7 years old, he was a Roma, and his family moved to the outskirts of Paris, and they put him on the street to busk. And at 7 years old, it was obvious this young person was a genius musician.
Wow.
Now, he wasn't playing jazz. In fact, he wasn't even playing guitar. He was playing banjo, violin, many different instruments. And when he was 12 years old, he played with Jean Sablon, who was like the Perry Como of France at the time, back in the 1917s.
It's a lot of history.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's historic.
He was, probably the most important guitar player of the first half of the 20th century.
Really?
And even to this day, most of the great players, everybody acknowledges that he was the guy that they all got a lot from.
Led the way, maybe.
He was just so important to.
And he
to
created
guitar
a
playing.
style, and that's what these guys are emulating. The style. It's a unique rhythm style. We call it swing music, but it's a unique way to play rhythm. It's called the pomp.
Okay.
And demonstrate a pomp, David.
That's the music I was talking about.
Right? And so that way of playing guitar wasn't done before, but that was Django Reinhardt's style. And the melodies, the way he performed his melody, well, John is one of the leading interpreters of that.
Do you guys have another piece that you would care to play for us?
Of course we do.
Yeah? Okay, I'm going to step out of the way. We're going to go to break, and we'll be back after the short break. Enjoy.
Okay.
Minor swing, gentlemen.
Yeah. So I thought we were going to a break.
Now we're going to play.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's
okay.
hear it.
Okay. So a 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome back. We are with the John Wayne Swingtet. They have been just getting us all going in here. Most of the last half of the show has been amazing, guys. I have to say, Abby, John, David, you gentlemen are literally lighting it up. It is so fun to listen to you. It literally makes me want to dance.
It is a joy. Like I said before, it is acoustic music, so it's organic. It reaches the heart really quickly. It's a direct way of communicating, and we're upholding a tradition of music that almost went away. You almost didn't hear this music anymore.
Well, I haven't
and
heard
we're
it.
bringing back an era, the Belle Epoque, the era in France, where Picasso and his friends would sit around tables in cafes, and this is the music that they listened to. This was the music that was being developed, and it's all that culture that comes about that.
Abby, you were very big on wanting to, and John yourself, about wanting to talk about the guitars. Now, something I noticed, and forgive my ignorance, please, but the two sound different. Is that possible, or is it just the way you're playing them?
Well, each instrument they're made out of wood, and they each instrument has
It's going to
its
always
own
have.
Sound. And,
Okay.
and it's the player too. We use different picks, and and everybody plays a little differently.
And everybody's got their own part of the song, so clearly there's going to be different
There's a lot of
sounds.
factors
Yeah,
involved
for sure.
with why one
Okay,
sounds
so it's not
different.
that the two guitars are any different.
No,
truly.
they're pretty much designed the
Okay,
same.
so neat.
And, yeah.
You've
and-
got a little history rundown, Abby, for us on these guitars.
Well, we talked about Selmer, how he developed them. I want to talk about Django Reinhardt, because Django Reinhardt is the inspiration for this. When he was 18 years old, there was a terrible accident. And he, like I said, he was a multi-instrumentalist, but this accident led to him, in the fire, led to him losing the ability to use these two fingers. technically he was only able to use these 3 fingers, and he developed a guitar technique that was so unique. And at that time, he became the best guitar player in the world, even with the use of only 3 fingers.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're emulating that. Of course, we have the use of all our fingers.
Yes.
And we're still trying to keep up with them.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I love it, guys. You're going to play us another song.
Okay.
We haven't had enough. I just want to keep on hearing from you. It's been
Another
so fun.
Django Reinhardt composition.
Is that what it's going to be? A big thank you to all the guests for here today. You guys make the show, so thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you all again tomorrow. The John Wayne Swingtet.